So we covered the best conditions the other day for that field walking hobby. So what info did we need to note regarding our finds from that walk? Well, let's look at that. Timber Adventures first wants to thank you for tuning into our third beginner video in the world of archaeology and exploration. And please give us a like, follow, subscribe, and please share this. And these are vital steps to helping us build our channel to continue to bring you new content. You can also find a link in the description if you want to buy me a hiking boot, same as buying me a coffee, and you do receive a reward for that support. So what can we do with the find? My first recommendation is to please note the area and the general information of that area where you found that. So let's look at, for instance, let's say Farmer Jake gave us permission to walk his field. So we're on Farmer Jake's field, and it is currently a food plot. We look at the soil. Is the soil disturbed? Is the soil been deep plowed? Has the soil had any other naturally occurring things such as a fire go through? This particular field I'm actually sitting in was a controlled burn about 3 to 4 years ago that I remember. So we make notations of that type of thing. So Farmer Jake's field, I said it's a food plot, so it has not been deep plowed. It hasn't been major soil disturbance. So we make a note of that. Also, where's it located? Let's see, we're about 100 yards off of, let's say, Pennsylvania Service Road T304 as an example. So that's, we're 100 yards off of that, and we're located in this field, and if we can determine maybe a direction. So that's not always easy to obtain, but it's, an example of what we can do. So I can use my watch and I can look at this and say that where we found it was in the northwest corner of this field. So we make a notation of that. Elevation, I can look at that on my watch also and see the elevation. We're at 2,230 foot right now. So that's the approximate elevation. These details aren't always needed, but they're nice to have. Next, maybe we use our book that we have, a little journal, and make a sketch or a simple diagram of the area. For instance, this field has a fence located here. There is a dead tree noted in one area. Maybe there is a large fixed boulder that is not going to move, noted in an area. So we draw a little sketch, we put in those distinct details, and just make note of where the item that we found is in comparison with the rest of the sketch. Maybe we can also say that it was noted on a slight rise in the field up near the tree line, or the lower left part of the field down near a small creek. Better yet, maybe it's located in the center lower part of the field where there's a spring. These are very important details to note, and they can help you to find more points in the future and more artifacts in the future when you're looking. And you can go back and look at that as well and see, okay, I found these items in this particular area. Let's go back and revisit that area. Also, take a photograph of the artifact or item before you pick it up. So take a picture and highlight the spot where it sits in situ. In situ is a common term that you'll see in archaeology, and it simply means where it was situated, where it lied in the area of your exploration or observance, how it sat in the ground in that position, and what it looked like. Note the color, the shape. Note what it is that you found. Did you find points or arrowheads, or is it a drill? Is it a grindstone, a celt, a hammerstone? Make a note of what that might be. Also, what's it made out of? Is it flint? Is it chert? What region does that flint or chert come from? What time period? And the latter is, can be answered by the shape of the point and the actual material that the point's made out of. And if you're not sure, and you're like me when it comes to those type of details, then you can simply step back and say, we need to refer to some online resources, and we need to look up these artifacts regarding what types they are. There are outstanding books and guides out there, and online resources as well. and some are accurate. But in seriousness, if you have questions, you can also ask or consult an expert or maybe an experienced individual who lives local. On that note of the type and the material and the time period and consulting, we're going to look at that in detail in a future installment video. So thank you for joining us. Have a good day.